Guess we could start by opening a pack. How's it going, Airfare? Yeah, today's just gonna be a whole bunch of ranked. Full transparency, I haven't had the best looking ranked. I keep trying like new decks. Please be Celesteela. Oh my goodness. Alright, whatever. We got another pack in like 20 minutes, but... Oof. Ray, long time no see. Unfortunately, no more Dragon Ball. I haven't played Dragon Ball since set 3, I think. Good to see you, though. Let's see here. As far as deck list goes, the one that's I've had the best luck with, unironically, is Guzzlord. And I don't even feel like it's a good deck. Let me see the I'm gonna check. What does Limitless have? Tournament decks. Yeah, the most played in extra dimensional format is definitely Buzzful for Hermosa. That makes sense. Sylvally Rampardos also makes sense. What are these Hermosa lists looking like? Although, what's this? Sylvally Rampardos has a crazy high like win rate. It's been good. I'm glad to hear that. This new expansion changed the meta or stay the same? I want to say it's changed because, like, but it's also like everybody's trying new stuff, so it could slowly regress right back to where it was. Like, there's still people playing Dark Giratina. I had a Decidueye also got better. I feel like with the cards that came out. Oricorio still punished. Like, a whole bunch of people were on Charizard when the set dropped because of the amount of Buzzwole, and I was like basically chopping them up with Oricorio, but then you would go against Sylvally and I felt terrible. So it's another diverse format, which I'm not personally a fan of, because you know what, this deck, let's see what Guzzlords are doing. They're just beating up Charizards. That doesn't really count. This guy went 9-2 with Guzzlord, 2 Nihilego, 2 Guzzlords, 2 Celesteela. Research Lusamine, Sabrina, Cyrus, Mars, Guzma, Pokeball, Barb, Beast type. What did they go against? A bunch of old decks. I wish I had my layout set up so I could show y'all exactly what I'm looking at. Right now I'm just looking at Limitless, like see what people have been playing. Buzzwole, your beloved. Honestly, Buzzwole, the art is beautiful. Have you seen the immersive yet? I was lucky enough to pull my playset and then unlucky to just keep pulling it. I have 3 copies right now. I'll let that You're out here trying hard in pocket? No, I'm a super tryhard. I've got top 1000 both seasons, and then last season I finished 141. My peak was 107. Why not? Let's just try this deck out. Yeah, I'm not sure. As immersives go, I don't know if it's my favorite. But as far as artwork goes, it's definitely up there. Big fan of Bustle. It not getting a gold card doesn't personally matter to me because I have bad luck with gold cards. I've wasted too much money to get the Pokeballs, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's go to Dex and edit this this one. Like in theory, these were cool, but they didn't really work out. The amount of times I got double tails on this was brutal. Is there a way I could do... How does it look when I do... like that? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Alright, that works. Also, let me know if the in-game is too loud. It might be just on my end. I'll remove this. We'll add you. Is there a way I could open this in a picture? Because I can't. I could. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. They're on the Beastite. I don't know how I feel about this card. Like in theory, it's really good. Like it has a high ceiling, but I feel like the floor is abysmal. Put this up to 2. Cut the cape. Let's actually see our deck. Mars is really good this format. So if you're wondering what's the best card this format, I think it's Mars. At least it's the card that's beaten me the most. I've had like, I know it sounds like complaining, but I've been playing Busful and been like, okay, next turn I just use Cyrus and I win, and they'll Mars me and I'll brick. I was playing Silvally and I'll be like, oh, I have red and Geo. I could beat this Dark Agratina. They'll Mars me and I go explode. The amount of times that they shuffle back Lusamine when it's like an auto win, and I just it's rough. It's rough out here. What card am I missing? Pokecom. And yes, that's the 20. Let's see if it works for me as well as it did for this guy. If the deck list starts working, then I'll put it on the... I'll bother putting it on the layout. Because if it's just brick sandwich, there's no point to... If we win 17 games in a row, we get Master Ball. Alright, let's go into... Wait, what are we going against? I didn't see the... We're going against probably Solgaleo, if I had to guess. Let's put the Celesteela as a wall, I guess. And we're going second, so let's not lose our Pokemon. Alright. Honestly, that's the last Pokemon I would have guessed that's going to flip there, but... Clearly they're on the Shiinotic that searches a card. Alright, so they didn't do much with their turn, but there's not much we could do with ours. Let's go... We could technically Barb Celesteela, but... I feel like it's unnecessary. Maybe it slows them down, but then we lose the Barb, because once Celesteela hits the backline, we'll never see it again. Okay, we've yet to see what they're actually playing. You have to assume it's Solgaleo, but why would you play this in Solgaleo? I don't know. What other, like, metal Pokemon's, like, relevant? We could go research here. Probably looking for another Guzzlord. I don't want to run into Mars, so I don't mind using communication in search of that Guzzlord. Otherwise, double Nihilego not the worst either. Would it be too greedy? Maybe. It'll make poison deal 30 every time. That might be worth it, honestly. Definitely give you the barb. I should have checked the wonder picks for Celesteela's. Sure, why not? I kind of would have preferred to save the extra slot for a Guzzlord that we could back this up with Lusamine, but and Team Rocket Grunt every time this thing attacks is crazy. That was a Pokeball. Yeah. Alright, so as expected, it's Solgaleo. That combo is kind of ridiculous, right? If Solgaleo attacks for 120, right? It goes down to 170. Then it takes 30, putting it to 140. We hit it for 120. Yeah. A Solgaleo just explodes if it swings into our Poison Barb. We wouldn't mind this actually working here. If we take out its energy, it can't attack. It can't poke for damage. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think. Okay, relax, relax. It's not that deep. Retreating is not an issue for them because they could just yeah, use the ability to jump back out. I was like, okay, so double. Do we care for double Solgaleo? Probably not. Especially if we draw the second Guzzlord, so that once this one gets down, we can start building up with Lusamine. Because if they attack for 120, we knock them out, and then yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about our chances here. Okay, they're gonna go for the attack, so again, I do think this means like this causes them to lose if they do so. Yeah. They would have needed like a cape or something to survive. And there's the backup Guzzlord. But now I don't feel bad about putting both jellyfishes down because we wouldn't have gone into knockout otherwise, I think. It would have gone to 160. We hit it for 120. Yeah, no. It was required to have the extra 20 damage, I believe. And now this guy can't attack for a turn. We do play Cyrus and Sabrina, which would also close out the game, but clearly we don't have access to it right now. A Mars here would hurt, as I've mentioned earlier in the stream. Yeah, I keep losing to Mars. That's the one card that beats me, but how do I play around it? You just gotta... Well, that works. I was like, how do we play around it? Just drawing that out, right? And just like that, we win our first game of the night. GG's. That's a good start. Let's go to reveal here. That 14-11 was from a stream, me trying to close out the season. Hold up, let's go here. 1-0. It's actually our 2-game win streak, but that win was off stream, so I'm not gonna count it. From my Wonder Picks, the main card, I guess it's Lycanroc to finish my Pokédex, and Celesteela would be great for... just for like actual use. Let's get the free one down. Dribble, whatever we got from there didn't really matter. Alright. Trying to get the deck list available for y'all to see. At the same time, let's check the here real quick. 1. Yeah, absolutely nothing from these packs. Let me see here. Oof, how's it going, Luop? No, for some reason, it's supposed to show me on OBS, like both chats at the same time, but it's only showing me Twitch. I don't know what that's about. For that, I'll just like minimize OBS and have these open instead. Alright, let's do... Hold up, working on the chat real quick so I can see everything at once, really. And then... this open here. My Twitch is at Men of Steel. The same as my YouTube, at least it should be. Never mind, you got it. Actually, I could just post it here, right? Let's go. I gotta work on, like, I just downloaded OBS so that I could see. Okay, now, funny enough, now YouTube is showing up on my OBS. I don't know what that was about. I didn't even change anything. It just started working now. Well, let's get back into the games though. Alright, going second, which I think we prefer since everything in our deck attacks with 2 energy or more. Yeah, not much. And then we're going against Dark. It could be a mirror match or it could just be Dark Red Giratina. I guess we'll find out, right? Dark Red Giratina it is. We do have advantage, like, what's it called? Type advantage currently. And if our Grindcore works, we get so far ahead. We could auto win off of that attack alone. Was that the first? Was it research Pokeball? Okay. Yeah, we can't do much to begin with, but all right, we don't mind that. Let's go research first. Without Lusamine, I mean, without Celesteela, this Guzzlord feels like a trap, but we also have communication. And usually I would hold Barb, but I don't want to get Mars for like 5 to 3. I don't mind 4 to 3. I don't have much of a choice from 4 to 3, but yeah. Okay, that's they're out of Pokeballs for what that's worth. so yeah, starting next turn we start. Okay, yeah, you see, this is what I was hoping not to play into. But realistically, I don't know. A lot of our deck could get us there. Never punished. Let's go. Twitch is way ahead. That's so whack. That's probably why the chat didn't show up. Like, oof, Luap is now following. Honestly, I was expecting to say like Luap TV and myself for the win, but let's go. Honestly, yeah, let's just go straight into the Giratina. We had the option to Sabrina here, but a Darkrai alone. Whatever. We have one more turn to try to hit them with that. A Darkrai alone probably can't knock us out. Giratina could definitely swing for 130 alongside like some chip damage and get us in some trouble.
Alright, that's 2 types of people in this world.
Hey yo, thank you with the sub.
When lights come on, only one of them run. Let's be ass today. Let's keep working.
That sub notification is like such a throwback. We got hit with red card or Mars. I was looking away for like 2 seconds. Red card, okay. Yeah, it does. It feels like it's gonna come down to this this Guzzlord ability, real talk. They also have, I just realized they poisoned as well. Let's do this. And I think I'm gonna play for the Lusamine. And just hope that this guy just stalls them long enough. Let's see here. Yeah, it didn't work, but we're still in the game. Somewhat, right? Not sure what the delay is, but well, I did telegraph that I have the Lusamine, so they're probably trying to see if they could play around it. Oof, 4 watchers on YouTube. That's more than I had yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. we're just out here trying to get top 100. It's gonna take a bit though. Alright, so what do we lose to? I guess is the question. We could definitely use another poison barb. That'd be cool. So that the Darkrai can't just swing at us. Yeah, the issue is that we definitely knock out Giratina here. We might have to depend on the grind core anyways. Like on the Darkrai turn. We don't have enough, like we're not playing red or nothing. Actually, let me fix that real quick. Let me put the deck list for y'all. There you go. That's the list I'm using currently. Well, at least red wouldn't have mattered. It's definitely gonna come down to, can we just eat their energy? That's the second Mars, right? No, it was red card first. I'm telling you, that's my kryptonite. This format has definitely been just Mars, red card, all those type of cards. We can Mars them. Not that it helps too much, right? You know, it doesn't matter what we do. It's gonna come down to, can we eat their energy away? And even then, it's gonna come down to the wire. Okay, that's one. We need two. Okay, so we survived long enough. I guess the correct play would have been to Celesteela and back out with Nihilego. I didn't do that. That's on me. Yeah, no. So that's, you see, that's a learning experience right there. We would have been at just enough HP to survive the second one. Like, there's 20. I should be at 30 HP right now, is what I'm trying to say. We lose to Cyrus, but I guess we gotta put him on better habit anyways, right? How much do we have in the drop right now? You know, had we played it differently, we'd definitely be in a better spot, but... Yeah, I punted this game, but, like, you know, learning experience, like I said. Still trying to get the hang of, like, the new decks in the format. Well, that hurts as well. Well, yeah, I don't see. There's no win condition now, right? We could stall for one more turn, and then I don't know what. Because we lose to the second Darkrise charges. I guess like because we lost a Guzzlord already. Is there a world where I guess we charge enough for? Yeah, I'm just gonna concede this one, and take it as a learning experience, honestly. 1-1. Yeah, the no Cyrus definitely made it so we could survive a little longer, but I was supposed to do I was supposed to swap out and get rid of the poison. I didn't do that. Yeah, no, it's like it's basically an interaction that that's brand new to, like, I guess my brain, so I don't like think of it immediately. As far as yeah, let's just keep running it back. I felt like it was definitely like a winnable game though, which is more than I could say than some of the other decks I've tried so far. All right, going second again. Well, most likely it's gonna be either Giratina or Tapu Lele that's up here. Maybe even Froakie. Yeah. Forgot to make a playlist for the new ones. I haven't released any yet, so I make the playlist after the fact. The first solo battle guide should come out tomorrow, like in 12 hours or so. Alright, so far this is all expected. As far as is it gonna come up or matter, is all dependent on if they find the rare candies and stuff. So still is cool. Just put an energy here. Well, they're not gonna attack. There's no point to put Barb yet because they're just gonna charge up Giratina. They're not gonna flop with Froakie. Yeah, they instant see it. That's fine. He says with like tears in his eyes. Yeah, I'll probably do five games with this deck and then start switching it up. Only 2 show up on my channel page? That's odd. Yeah, next turn they could already knock out Guzzlord. And we don't have like much going for us. I guess technically they can't retreat just yet. So we have an extra turn after that. That's rough. Not too sure what to do in this situation. I was definitely sure that if they saw a Greninja too fast, it was gonna be too much for us to keep up with. We need to see a second Guzzlord and then do the Lusamine play. And get him with the clapback basically. Because we can't even like run away with Guzzlord, I feel. Because they're like on 100 Cyruses. This deck is looking rough. Yeah. It's also the matchups, right? There's some matchups that this deck eats up. And then there's some that don't. Like right now, we're not doing anything for the cause. We're going to have to put him on better half Cyrus. Yeah, on better half Cyrus on, because the Froakie's just gonna back up. Or yeah, because if we had a second Guzzlord, then I didn't care. If we had the second Guzzlord, I would just put an energy on Guzzlord, knock out this Froakie, and like let him take out this one, and we return the favor. But we don't have it yet, and we don't have access to it in any way. So we're gonna have to put him on better have Cyrus, and if they have Cyrus, then we're like really behind. But nonetheless, let's go like this or something. Yeah, I don't know. We're really at the mercy of them having Cyrus, which should be a 2 of in the deck. Okay, that clearly shows that they don't have it. Which is not something I played around, if I'm being honest. Sabrina just yet doesn't... Sabrina could be clutch, but I don't think it's going to be clutch right now, because... I think I'm gonna wait one more turn and see what happens. And technically, I did another mistake. I'm just like misplaying a storm. The correct play there would have probably been to charge the one in the back line, because if this one gets taken down, we're able to swap it out and still attack with this one. However, it does give us an energy for Lusamine. I don't know. Cyrus is coming 100% though. I guess they technically don't have to Cyrus, because they have this one set up as to attack. Right, it feels so terrible that they were able to set up 2 of those at the same. You know what? We got. Why is the timer already down so low? Whatever. It doesn't matter because we get to swap out anything with Celesteela, but I feel like that timer went down way too fast. What's the best way to go about it? We could technically attack with this guy because of Lusamine. We could bring out Froakie, knock it out, but then we lose. I think our best bet is setting up this Guzzlord. So let's go. Bear with me, we're playing like 4D chess just to lose to Osiris. And the worst part is that we still we get outpaced by this damn Greninja, dude. I'm like trying to do too much and it doesn't matter. That's how it's felt like all season so far. Like I know it's only been like a day and a half. Actually, it's only been a day, right? Because it came out at 2. Like it's about to be 20. But people just be Mars into Mars. At least it's also just another no Cyrus play, but we haven't used Sabrina yet, right? All right. The win condition once again is just to grind core lock, and it doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Let me get out of here again. They had too much time to set up all of this before I got even an attack with Guzzlord. GG. No, yeah, we got rocked. But I'll play 2 more and then go from there. Kind of get a sense of all the deck I'll probably try after is the Silvally one. Let me see what people are playing on that. Alright, we're going against what? Fire? Yikes. I guess we could use Celesteela as a wall. We are going first though. I guess we want to max out the chances that this is a guaranteed Guzzlord. Yeah, and there it is. Okay, this makes it where they can't attack, I guess. If they attack, they lose Charmander. For what that's worth, right? Alright, we got Mars. Probably a good choice to do this early. Just hoping that they can't stoke. And I think we have to go for the Lego. So if they miss on the evolution, we knock out. Oh, never mind. I don't know why I was optimistic about that one. We're gonna have to see some Lucamines, to be honest. Well, that's Lucamine number 1. One way to go about it is letting Celesteela go. But that seems a little slower than I would like it to be. This is another situation where Guzzlord's attack could save us, but I'd rather not depend on that. PCL, dude. There goes... there goes the game plan. Again, doesn't matter what we put forward initially. Alright, I think we take it slow. If he attacks into this, we knock it out. Like, if there's no Lily, right? Let's go another Celesteela just in case they do like a Sabrina play. Just pass. I'm not optimistic, but I'm not completely sold on like that we're wrecked, right? Like if he attacks here, he's cooked. And they're on null. Okay, so they didn't attack for obvious reasons. Alright, what's the best course of action here? We could hit him for 120 and then get rocked. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Do you think they're on Guzma? Because I could technically barb Celesteela so that even if they see Sabrina, we're fine. But then we get bodied by Guzma. And we're out of barbs. Granted, if they Guzma and then knock out Celesteela, then there's not really much to play towards. So I think it's worth doing it like that. Alright, communication. Assuming they're sending back the null and probably searching for the second Charizard. Does that mean they already have Rare Candy in hand? No, they just... Actually, I have no answer there. Maybe they traded null for the Silvally or whatever the other card's called. Or they traded Silvally for null and didn't put it down. I don't know. A lot of situations, none of them really mean anything on the surface. That beast type doesn't add up anything either. Let's go here. Again, if they have PCL or Lily or something, this really doesn't matter. But we gotta try. I guess Lily, we don't lose to Lily, we lose to another PCL. I think we got this one. Outside of like, there's obviously ways we lose it, right? It would be a great time to have Mars back. They could Mars us back. Let's put this down. Yeah, it comes down to their next draw. Do they draw into Rare Candy? How many cards do they have left in deck? 7 cards in deck? Mathematically, it should be in our favor, right? They're down. It's only a 1 in 7, basically. I guess they have research as well. Fingers crossed. Let's go. We take those. Not the prettiest W, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So the deck is 2 and 2, and I feel like it could have easily been 3 and 1 had I played better earlier. But we're learning. We're learning new set and stuff, you know. Just 16 wins now. If we go 18 and 2, we're in Masterball. Okay, a top 10,000 player. Okay, going second. Against fighting. This I have to, if I had to just blindly guess, I would assume it's the null deck. And if I had one complaint about the list I'm using like outright is the fact that I don't do anything for a turn and a half. Like we've been lucky that we're going second, and even then it's felt like we're climbing from behind the entire time. Let's go research first in hopes of seeing as many basics as possible. Alright, here's the Guzzler. Alright, perfect. We got our trio. Let's go here. I don't know how y'all feel about... Should we put... I think we definitely have to build up Guzzlord. Now, I guess it doesn't matter who we put as a wall. Next turn they survive regardless. So let's just pass. This is definitely a matchup that we auto win if our Team Rocket Grunts work. Never mind. We're still not out of it. What I mean by the Team Rocket Grunt working is that we could basically trap this null here where it can't like run away because of the 2 retreat cost. And then Valley can't attack because we put him down to 1 energy every time. Like that's the type of idea that I'm referring to. I kind of want the second Guzzlord to back up the first one. So except we didn't see it. If we had Poison Barb, I would have used it there, but not the case. Let's go Ultra Thrusters. Like, what are the chances we should Mars here? Like, the 3... I guess just so that we don't get Marsed. Or like that we don't draw into a dead Mars. That could be me. That might have been a little too early. Like, we also had like the ability to hold Mars for like late game. Alright, so this is what the example I was referring to. Well, now, so Valley can't attack us next turn. Nor can Rampardos. Like, now they're stuck for another turn. Like, they have to just swing with Null for like 20 damage and hope it's alright. The other option they have is start building up a backup one, which we're okay with. Yeah, however, the second that happens, we're already in range for the Rampardos in the back, which is ridiculous. Alright, really hoping for the second Guzzlord. Okay, perfect. Alright, do we stall them again? Yes, we do. Alright, the idea, I guess, is put them in a position where they have to go Rampardos, and we, like, return the knockout, I guess is the... Okay, they opted for Sylvally. However, Sylvally, as we mentioned, cannot attack. It could retreat, though, if they want to. Alright, back to the stall mechanic here. We could even technically switch out Guzzlords. And then this one's not threatened to be knocked out by Rampardos at all. But we kind of want to be knocked out by Rampardos, if that makes sense. I guess the only way we knock it out. We do have the Sabrina play. Let's just stick to the game plan. Again, if this works, they're once again stuck for a turn. Alright, at some point they had to be allowed to play, and that point is now. Ideally, we're still in it, right? Like, we're not out just because of this. The Neolego being hurt is definitely a threat, though. Like, at any moment they could just Cyrus out. And realistically, they probably just have it. Alright, all of this is like going according to plan. Next turn we don't even lose to I feel pretty good about our chances, I'll be honest. Outside of them, obviously hitting us with a Mars and we go down to, like, nothing. Let's go the full art Lusamine. Put this down. Is there a world where we want to use the Beast Type instead? Probably not. We'll never have to hit for 130. We have one more energy back there just for my own personal... Yeah, so now they either put Type Null as a blocker and try to build up Silvally in the back, or vice versa. And regardless, we are able to Sabrina out the other option, right? So I think we're good to go. Because the other option for them was to like Cyrus out, and the max damage they could do is 40 with this. So we were fine. We were fine. And thanks to Celesteela, they can't like stall us by using cards like Cyrus. All right, we got it. We got it. We take those. Finally, we're finally in the green. Although we've only been losing 7 per loss and winning, so technically we're up what 30 points, down 14. So we're up 16 points, not just 10. The beauty of Ultra Ball. Oof, hydrate. Yeah, no. I try. The reason I don't drink during games is like if it makes it into the YouTube video. But we got it. And if you wanted water, I don't have it on me right now. So the hydration comes from White Monster Unleash the Ultra Beast. That's what we got. Not a sponsor yet, but one day, oof. That was 6 minutes ago, by the way. I didn't see it at all. All right. I was gonna switch, but let's go a few more games. If we lose again, I'll switch it immediately. We could try some Buzzwole Pheromosa and then Silvally and Rampardos. Those are like the top new decks, or at least the most popular ones. And then we could look into like Tapu Koko and decks like that. Alright, we're going second again. We can't complain about our luck of going second. Again, our deck really struggles going first. It's not like we have evolution advantage, and we can't attack like on the return, like immediately. Oof, Lycanroc. First time seeing this in the ladder, honestly. Alright. The Mars is very, very tempting. Let's see if we could Pokeball anything. Hopefully anything but the Celesteela. Granted, if we see Celesteela, we could just calm it away. I'll be honest, I really want the Guzzlord, but if this communication gets us the second Celesteela, we're going to feel so bad. Mathematically, it's a 75% chance that it gets us something, either keeps us in the same situation, 25% chance we explode. Let's gamble. Let's gamble. Guzzlord or the Jellyfish, and we just went -1. You know what? I deserve that one. And I'm not proud of it. But whatever. Let's Mars that hand away. Yeah, that was rough. That was a worst case scenario. And I guess we'll start building up this one in the back and barbing the one in the front. And just passing there. They found their second research. Yeah, this is why I wanted Guzzlord, because if Guzzlord's ability works, it gets so delayed. Now we're just gonna get rocked. I feel like every deck is on this null stuff, bruh. Technically, if they swing at this, They go down to 140. We swing for 100. They go down to... Drawing the jellyfish and flipping heads. There's a lot of things that... Okay, never mind. Let's just get out of here. Yes. Did we misplay? Yes. Would it have made a difference? Quite frankly, without Guzzlord, we were never going to win that game. Let's look up some Buzzfold lists. Okay, matches. Okay, so I just went a whole bunch of Guzzlords. Does this even count as like proper? It beat a mirror and then lost to Charizard. That makes sense. You know what? Let's respect this list. We'll try this list out. My bad. Meant to edit. Remove here. Can you believe I have like 7 of Pheromosas and 0 1-star Celesteelas? That's frustrating. At least personally. It upsets me. And they're playing Mars instead. Not sure how I feel about that. Let's try it out. Realistically, it's going to come down to matchups, I feel. Or drawing things at the right time. Alright, fighting's all over the format. We're going second. However, we're still going to commit to the board because, again, we're afraid of Mars, we're afraid of red card. We're not hit by it. We don't want to get hit by any of that. Yeah. And what's crazy is like Garchomp doesn't even have a good matchup into this. I guess technically you could knock out the fossil before they evolve, and then it's just you versus the null line, and you hit it with super effectiveness. But even then, null at 80 HP is actually like a problem. And then you run into Pheromosas and stuff, and you just explode. Let's just do this. I almost don't want to put this Buzzwole, and if they want to hit me with red card or Mars, I'll take it. Our hand's not doing too much given the situation we're in. Like, they're playing around the Pheromosa ability, so it limits how much we could actually do. Alright, so they're committing to Silvally early. Safe to say, Pheromosa doesn't have too much time left with us. There's Celesteela. Could we technically save Pheromosa, put Celesteela up front to take a hit? It'll be left with 20 HP though. It'll be left with 20 HP, and then we get to swap stuff around. Because losing Pheromosa without the Lusamine to like take advantage of it feels pretty bad. And hitting this thing down doesn't matter, doesn't make a difference. Yeah, if they have Sabrina or whatever, they got it, right? 6 cards in hand is ridiculous. There's no fear in this man's eyes. Alright, they might not commit to a trainer card. Yeah, because they weren't going to get the knockout anyways. Alright, Pokeball. Hopefully, the second Celesteela. Or, I guess, that's not the worst either, right? Definitely doing this. Swapping here. It's a good play here. I don't know if putting either of these matters. If we had Lusamine, then clearly we play it. But otherwise, they don't really have a way of like interacting with either one. I guess it's just a way of getting it out of the deck. Another option we had was putting Buzzwole in the way to take the 100, but Skull Fossil, the other Silvally. Red card. Okay, so I'm glad at least we put down Buzzwole. Not too sure it's gonna like make a difference, but okay, Leaf Cape. Oh, I guess they're just using it to hit for 100. I'm like, wait, why would you do that? Alright, things that would suck, it clearly is, if their hand is Rare Candy Rampardos, that would be pretty rough. Not sure what else would be worse than that, really. Oof, wait, the Celesteela is fire, because we're able to, like, Big Beat turn after turn. Let's use Cape. Although maybe the Cape was... Yeah, that Cape was a little too soon. Because it lets them use Guzma. Alright, so Valley up front makes me think that we're not worried about Rampardos just yet. Okay, swinging for 120 is kind of rough. We definitely lose to the Rampardos draw if they find it, right? The heal doesn't matter, but might as well. It doesn't matter how we do it as long as we just bring out the one we sent back. He did the thing, the combo everybody's talking about these days. Yeah, it all comes down to if they find the Rampardos. Let's see here. Alright, perfect. You see, this is the type of things that wasn't happening earlier when I was testing this deck out. Every time, it was like, oh, I would lose if they had X card. They would have X card every time. At least that's how it felt like. Alright, so Guzzlord went 3-3. we are currently 1-0 with the Buzz. This entire game is if they have X card, I lose. You're not wrong. You're actually very, very correct. Slowly but surely climbing the ranks of watchers, huh? Let's see here. You know what? Let's update the list. So what we're actually playing, so that it's. Let's do that real quick. Where am I? Okay, here. Takes 2 seconds. Let's just. Where am I? Downloads. I guess if any of y'all have tried ranked so far, what's been the best deck for y'all? Like, what deck has worked for y'all the best? Currently, mine was Oricorio Greninja, but then people stopped playing Charizard and Darkrai, and I was getting rocked by Silvally. And I dropped the deck after that. And let's real quick change the deck list and keep going. All right. I'm going first against Dark. If it's Darkrai, we have the advantage, like the damage, the extra damage. I mean. So it's Giratina, Darkrai. This is definitely one of those matchups where I feel like I'm doing good, and then I get hit by Mars, and I want to cry. Okay. I kind of don't want to put Cape down. What does Cape in this situation do? I guess we take more hits from, like, ping hits from Darkrai. Also, like, one less card to deal with. I mean, like, if we get Mars, they're red carded. It's one less card to put back. Alright, so no Mars. There's the Darkrai. They're not respecting Pheromosa for what it does, I guess. We do have the Cyrus play, so if we're able... Oof, John. Yeah, the time zone definitely works better for my boy in Japan than it does for my people in my own time zone. But I gotta stream when I can stream, and then deal with the rest. I guess double Celesteela makes it where we only need to see one Buzzwole to have the combo. And of course we target the one that has energy on it. Honestly, if we don't get red carded, a Buzzwole next turn is like perfect curve for us. Like we're pretty in a pretty decent spot after that fact. Like after that. Well, there's the Mars. Never mind. There goes the Cyrus and Pheromosa that would have put us in a good spot. There's Cyrus's back, another Pheromosa, and that's a guaranteed Buzzwole. So honestly, I feel like we're cooking here. Never mind. Now we're just bombarded with Buzzwoles. Yeah, no. I feel like you could ask Luop. My schedule's always been off. Realistically, we're definitely banking on like a Lusamine draw here, right? We could spread the damage here, but I don't care for this Darkrai. And like if they have Potion or PCL, we still want the Darkrai to be somewhat damaged for the Cyrus to grab it. Now they have two options. They could dump all the Giratina energy, unless they have Leaf. Okay, you see, that's the reason why we're focusing on the Darkrai in the back. But they decided to charge Giratina. It looks like we're gonna have the extra turn. Yeah, so they opted for the Giratina play. Interesting, to be honest. How do we lose these in any capacity? I guess technically they could have Guzma charge Darkrai, but then Giratina doesn't attack in that case. So in that scenario, so I think we're fine with that too. I think we're okay with this. We kind of want them to attack with Giratina, or we wouldn't mind it. We could also spread damage here to this Darkrai. Okay, this one already gets knocked out even if they PCO. Let's see. We have the double Celesteela play, so we're able to swap into Buzzwole as many times as we want. The only thing that's kind of awkward here... Okay, so Giratina's not attacking this turn either. Yeah, they focused too much on Giratina, and the entire time we were like aiming for... In the words of like Toy Story, Woody, we're not aiming for the truck. Yeah, I think we're fine. Because I think if I put Buzzwole up, they could have attacked with Darkrai. Yeah, no, they got way too greedy. Although we do... There's still a way we lose this, right? Yeah, we definitely still... The revisionist history of calling her Pokemon Center Lady instead. Okay, so we don't... Unfortunately, we don't win this, right? We would have needed a Leaf Cape in hand. A Leaf Cape would have helped us, but now Giratina swings for 150 total damage. This sucks. Bro, why is this deck still alive, dude? Like, it's been 3 sets, and this is still, like, a consistent deck. Yeah, because we Cyrus out of Darkrai, and then all they have to do is charge, swing with Giratina, and we lose. I guess... Okay, wait. I wasted a bunch of time, but our out is them not having extra healing after this. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, our path to victory. Splash Oricorio into everything. I just might. There's a Tapu Koko list that has just one Oricorio. We might use that. And then you don't play versus it. Oh, 100%. True, true, true. As long as you splash the out, then people will avoid it. Alright, so mathematically, if we knock out Buzzwole, we go down to 120, we lose to red. Okay, so we are now... Let's hope they don't have red, is the name of the game right now. As long as they don't have red... If they don't have X, we win the game. If they have X, we lose. Sure, why not? Let's put the other Buzzwole. I don't see how this will cost us. Red is a one-off. And they have 7 cards left in deck. Granted, this could all have been solved had we seen our second cape. Post Guzma, of course. Alright. Wait. He disconnected. Could he not be... There's a chance he's not even playing red. Oh, wait, no, he's back, he's back, he's back. We're cooked, chat. If they have X card, we lose the game. Okay, so far, not the card. Also not the card. And the Cyrus is back. Okay, let's go, let's go. That's what we're talking about. You see, this is the type of luck that I needed earlier. That's a 2-0 if I've ever seen one. Let's go. I'm even marking it down already. The double Celesteela. And if they had a Rocky Helmet or something, we could have just used Erica to heal above it. Yeah, GG's. You see, but I know that Pokemon like Pocket as a whole feels that way no matter what you're playing. But there's something about this Buzzfall deck that feels like every game falls down to, do they have X card or do I have X card? It's not like there's like no free there's no matchup where like, oh, I automatically win this. It all comes down to a lot of things that just feel really bad. All right, just 14 more wins and when they didn't have X. Yes, we won, dude. All right. I'm not gonna lie, when I see a player that isn't ranked, like they got Master Ball but aren't ranked, I feel like I'm gonna get just bodied. I feel like they draw the nuts every time. All right, fighting once again. We don't have much of an option of what to put down here. We are going second. So I'm gonna put down both Buzzwalls. This does, again, put us susceptible to Sabrina. If we don't see Celesteela. But I kind of want to have Lusamine alongside the double Buzzwall. Alright, there's... A turn 1 Gladion means one of two things, which is their hand is ridiculous or they misplayed. Nothing in between. Let's try to dig for the Celesteela. Let's try to make sure that we don't get punished infinite by well, can't win them all. This Pheromosa active would have been beautiful. Do we need Cape for any reason? Technically, they could hit us for a total of 40. We could hold Cape. We don't need it just yet. It being shuffled back kind of would suck. But I guess if they Guzma rather than anything else, we'll take it. And then the second Cape would come in handy. And we'll just pass there. Not ideal, but not the worst. Remember, they used Gladion already, so they most likely have the Silvally, although it's irrelevant in the current turn. You see, now, you could look at it as we got rid of Guzma. We also got rid of a supporter that they would use for Silvally to hit for 100. You know, there's... Alright. Now there's two ways of looking at this, funny enough. Okay. Alright, the only reason I'm going to sacrifice Buzzwole, or... Because we could Erica and make sure that even if they have red in hand into Silvally, we're fine. I want to see Celesteela, first of all. And second of all, if they knock this out, we're able to Lusamine and have Buzzwole at full power, so... Let's go research. There's the Celesteela. Cyrus is decent, we already had one, but... I guess technically here we could opt to threaten the Skull Fossil. That's a line I wasn't, I didn't have access to previously. And I feel like that's more important than hitting this thing for 30. We could also next turn hard retreat to knock it out if we needed to. Okay, there's the Rampardos, which we technically played around. Only issue being that we don't have we can't Cyrus and Lusamine on the same turn. That would be the nuts, but it's not an option. Alright, Gladion. The full art. Alright, so not looking too good for us. But there could be worse. We have Erica. I guess but Erica, then we can't Lusamine. It doesn't matter what we send out because we get to rethink and Celesteela back and forth. The Mars doesn't matter. We're at 1 energy there. We lose to red if we do the play that it's in my head. You know, let's go. Let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. That way, if they Sabrina, they can't knock out either Busful. And if they send down Rapardos, they're just punting the game. Alright, now I feel much better about our situation. Go here. Yeah, that Rampardos in the backline was basically threatening lethal the entire time. And the good thing is that basically if they were to like Sabrina to knock out Celesteela, for example, they do Celesteela's job for us. And just like that, we're back as if nothing happened. It's not guaranteed like a victory. We know they used Gladion earlier. I don't know if it grabbed them null or not. That Mars hurts. Although our hand got better. Okay, yeah, GG's. Shout out to the double Celesteela. Granted, the Pheromosa itself would have also worked. And for the second time, I think, in the 3 games, we're able to do the play. Yeah, GG's. Let's go. 3-0 with Buzzswole. You know, just 13 more wins and we got it. Let's run it back. Win streak for Ultra Ball now? No, I think it got confirmed for... I forget. There's 2 different updates, and they're all... There's one that happens in the next format. So this format, nothing changed. Everything's the same as the last format. There's no bonuses. You could get okay, I think next season you could D-rank. I mean, you can't D-rank, and then the season after that, there's bonuses, or vice versa. I don't remember what the order is. What are we playing against? Fire? Ouch. Well, I guess if they don't find... We do have Mars, so we could try to... Mini monetization in June, 1000%. Fingers crossed, man. That's definitely the goal. Don't want to lose the hand we have currently. Yeah, so hopefully this Mars stalls them long enough where Pheromosa could just... Okay, rip. Yeah, it's... Although, what I do like about the changes is... I feel like it'll keep more people, like, playing, or more people interested in ranked mode, which falls more into the type of videos that I make. Grinding out of Ultra Ball 4 is hard. Sheesh. It's basically, I think it's like a 20... You need to win 23 games more than you lose. Actually, no, because you only lose 7. So it's a little easier than that. But from 0 to Master Ball, it's 220 something points that separate the two. Oh, he's on Turninator. Okay. Well, we're not gonna hesitate on Mars because they did use Pokeball and Research. The deck was thinned, so let's stall that as much as we can. Leaf Cape doesn't matter. Erica doesn't matter. What matters is if they find Rare Candy Charizard. If they find Rare Candy Charizard, we're done. Like, the game's over. Unless we're able to poke fast enough and then have Buzzwole. I don't know. A lot of things have to go right. All right, and that's the start of it. Now we could take down 2 at once. The Repel is not necessary just yet. Let's go here. Now we start building up Buzzwole. The Cape doesn't matter because even if they evolve into Charmeleon, they're only doing 60. Let's ignore Turninator now. We're just really hoping they don't draw the Rare Candy. Okay, any hesitation, basically... Oof, Kiawe. Alright, so Pheromosa is wrecked. There's no... Pheromosa is about to be incinerated. But... Buzzwole will be able to get the revenge knockout here. Alright, this is probably the best case scenario, honestly. Because if they miss it once again, we send out the other Pheromosa to close out, to make sure the Charizard's out of the game. And then we'll deal with Turninator when we have to. So close. But this is where Repel shines. Just wait for it. This is GG's just because of Repel. Granted, we're playing Cyrus, so either Cyrus would have done the same job. Yeah, get out the way. And where's that Charizard gonna go? 3 retreat cost. I guess if they Lily, then we're scared. I hadn't thought that far ahead. I didn't consider Lily. Cape doesn't matter again. But I guess in the sake of... If they have Mars, we're trying to find Celesteela here. My strategy was sound. Outside of them having Lily. If they have Lily, we're forced to find Celesteela. Let's see here. Okay, they have the Lily. What are the odds of finding Celesteela? We have both Celesteelas, we have 2 research, we have a Pokeball. That's half the deck. Could technically get us there. And... Okay. Now it's a 33% chance because we have the Pokeball and the 2 Celesteelas. Come on. Fingers crossed. Nope. And nope. Okay. This is awkward. Now we lose to Cyrus. I mean, we lose to Sabrina. Once again, do they have X? Do they have X card? I tell you, it happens every game with this deck. This is game number 4, and we've had do they have X card 3 times. They did not have X. GG's. Though technically they have the option to retreat. But at that point, yeah, no, this is a wrap. We have Cyrus. Even if actually no, had it not been for Cyrus, we would have been down to have to see Celesteela again. Because we would have been able to knock out Turtonator, they would be able to Stoke, and then we couldn't attack. But we have Cyrus, so it doesn't matter. 4-0, baby. Let's go. You have a funny short idea? I just have to... You'll text me? I bet. I'm about to say, like, I just have to edit a wheel, or like a Wheel of Fortune, but it's like, do they have X? And it's like, it cuts to them revealing the wrong card. Oof. That's a swole. That's a buzz. That's a swole buzz if we've ever seen one. They ain't ready? Nah, they were... Honestly, I wasn't ready. I'm telling you, I played this deck the first night, and I got cooked. You could ask Paul. I was messaging him all the way in Japan, being like, bruh, this deck hates me. This deck is terrible. Why are a lot of the high-ranked Japanese players using Cortana instead of Pheromosa? Granted, I haven't seen the high-ranking list, so I can't tell you exactly. However, I have seen that they play... I've seen lists that play both. And personally, I like both, but I was what I'm doing right now is testing like the most successful list. Yeah, Conrad's been in the in my comment section with some of the solo battles before. We appreciate him. Okay, what are we going against here? Fighting again? Well, this is a no-brainer. We just Pheromosa, hope for the best. But yeah, as for why they're I understand why they're playing it, especially now I'm blanking out, but it hits for 40 against it one-shots Gibble, but I don't think anybody's playing Garchomp on, like, at least I haven't gone against Garchomp and before they flip Garchomp right now. I guess it 2-shots Null if you're going first. If you're going second, you're able to 2-shot Null before they evolve it. No, that's bad math. I have no idea. I did see that they're playing it for sure though. I don't know. I have to get on the high-ranking Japanese wave. Like, follow them on like, download Twitter or X or whatever you call it. They put down the Skull Fossil. That's the definition of... Yo, how's it going? How's it going? For a second, I thought I messaged myself, but how's it going, George? I guess we could go research. There's not too much of a punish if they red card. Cyrus is good. Research, another research, okay. I don't want to put down the second Pheromosa if I'm being honest. But I also don't want to, like... I don't know. I'm not going to put it down. Maybe I'll regret it, but... How's it going? I'm glad to see people don't sleep the same as I do. Granted, if you're not in the East Coast, it's not that late, right? It'll be like 9 o'clock if you're in California. Granted, I don't know where y'all are at. But any of the East Coast people like me, I appreciate y'all not sleeping. Alright. research. So they put this Skull Fossil, seeing Pheromosa, not having. That's crazy. All right, they only hit for 20. We gotta start setting up Buzzwole here. Lusamine, granted, we could get hit by Mars, but if we don't, Lusamine basically closes it out. I almost don't want to research. And let's put down Pheromosa. Yeah, I don't want to give him a reason to do it. Granted, having 4 cards is a reason enough, right? They're at like 20 cards in hand. What is this? Okay, another Skull Fossil here. Alright, so we have the option of knocking out this and risking... Actually, putting something up front is free because we could swap it to whatever. Okay, we could knock out Silvally or threaten the Skull Fossil. And we have Mars. Okay, no, we definitely... I think we Mars and we just poke for 20. And we don't care about losing the Pheromosa to the Silvally. We have Cyrus to punish the... I don't know, maybe I played that a little too quickly. Because I can't Cyrus and Lusamine. I do feel good about the Mars though. Okay. Can't do much about that. And our Buzzwole isn't ready. That's, I guess, it's one of those cases where I should have taken it slower. We lose to Geo and Red. But we beat basically everything else. Double Celesteela is important. So we also lose to Sabrina. Geo, Red, and Sabrina. We lose to all of those. Yeah, I could have played that one differently. However, if they don't have Geo, Red, or Sabrina, that's a 3-card. What? How many cards in the deck? 9 cards. Do they have X? So far so good, honestly. How? You know what? We had to lose at some point. We had to lose at some point. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I played that wrong though. I deserved that loss. Deck is still doing pretty good though. I like the clip idea though. I just read it. Alright. So far it's been productive though. 4-1 is not bad. Could have easily been 5-0 had I played it better. I think I did the swap a little too... The correct play would have been still to put Pheromosa out, but while building up the Buzzwole. Although it might have ended up resulted in the same, right? Because we hadn't tagged the Skull Fossil yet, so we couldn't have Cyrused it out. I don't know. Bro, I'm telling you, all that there is this Silvally deck is just everything on ladder right now. Instead of looking up deck list for the Silvally, let's look up what they're losing to. Matchups, score. All right. 40% against Guzzlord. Guillotine and Magnezone beats it 60% of the time. It's just that it has decent rates across the board too, which was crazy. All right, so where are we at? Basically we have nothing going for us, but never surrender, I guess. Oof. Go Mick or Go Mike with the follow. Thank you. We take those. We're currently just trying to guide him to Masterball once again, and then once we get there, we'll focus on finishing top 100 this season. That's like the goal, anyways. Alright. Oh, I just realized they already have Rampardos. Okay, that's cool. No biggie. Second Buzzwole. At least we have the Lusamine play. Lucky for us, we have Cape so that they're not able to just like evolve back out into Rampardos and knock out Buzzwole. However, we're not in the best position either. We could definitely use Celesteela to like start swapping things around. Okay, you have to assume that they have Guzma due to the play that they just made. Pheromosa is almost like a liability. What in the world? And of course we don't have like... why am I blanking? We don't have Erica or nothing to heal up and like punish this. This was a terrible play by them, by the way. Their Silvally can't attack next turn. Type No could close it out, which is what's like awful for us. They're playing it as if they had access to Guzma. So I feel like we're gonna lose this Buzzwole anyways. I promise this play will make sense when you're older. Real talk, I'm just trying to win, like try to make something out of nothing is the game plan here. This Silvally could back out into Rampardos if it wants to. We would actually like appreciate if it did that. It didn't though, so and they don't have a point yet, so the Lusamine play kind of like faltered. Alright, so clearly, I just hate that it's so like it's so telegraphed that they're gonna Guzma and swing over Pheromosa for 100. And we don't have a point, so we weren't able to Lusamine and like force stuff out anyways. And again, another turn where Erica would have saved us. We are playing 2, by the way. I guess if Sabrina's was out, but it's not Sabrina's. They 100% have Guzma. You know what? After this game, I'll swap to this Silvally deck, and you'll see like how bad how bad a person could draw with this deck. Feels like this Silvally deck is the most popular deck. Yeah, it's... Wait, they didn't Guzma. They didn't have X. No, yeah, Silvally's definitely the most popular deck. It falls... Like, if you played last season... the entire format was basically... Like, at the beginning was Rock Ruff, Lycanroc. Because it was just fast. People were just trying to play as many games as possible. Win or lose, it's just Rampardos. Like, what's the most popular Rampardos deck? That's what people play week one, like, for the first weekend of the season. Then the format starts making sense. Like, people know what's what. And then that's how that starts evolving. Again, we lose to Guzma immediately, and they're down to 4 cards. But, you know, we could try anyways. We also... Wait, never mind. I just forget that if we lose to Mean, we can't do anything else. So we also lose to... Actually, no. We don't lose to Geo or Red because of this cape. But we do auto lose to Guzma because we can't draw Erica. We lose to Cyrus, of course. What bugs me when people do all of these things having the out, like, why are you playing out through your turn, bro? It is what it is. GG's. Alright, so this deck, so far we're playing like 6 games per deck. Guzzlord went 3-3. Buzz went 4-2. And now let's go to let's try this Silvally deck. Rampardos is just cheating, I've learned. Yeah, I'm too noble to cheat, I guess. Only way to beat the Buzz, methinks. Probably, yeah. Buzzlord should be undefeated. Look how swole it is. Rampardos isn't benching the same amount of weight as Buzzwole. Like with those little arms of a dinosaur, like a T-Rex, they can't do that. Let's see here. There's actually a list that I want to try for this. That is using the card that our boy Conrad mentioned earlier. It's swapped. It's only playing 1 Cyrus, which I guess I could get behind. And it's not playing Repel. Granted, it helped us that one time against Charizard for like 2 seconds. But they are in fact playing Kartana. Whoops. Never gonna get it if I spell it like that. So I think we might let's stick with Buzzwole just a little bit longer. This is version 2 of Buzzwole. Let's if it works, I'll edit the list and post or something. We'll hit a quick break as we open this pack that we have available. The pool we want is 100%. I bench more than Rampardos for sure. I believe it. Rampardos ain't benching nothing. Celesteela 1-star is our Jesus Christ. There you go. Is what our target. Eels. Okay. Double Dartrix. Never mind. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Let's check the Wonder Picks real quick. Try to find some Celesteelas in there. We'd also go for Lycanroc EX because it would finish my base set. Okay, we're going for that. Wrong Lycanroc, but still. Okay, that's the Lycanroc we actually need, but who cares about completing the set, right? And no Celesteelas. And let me go all the way down. Okay, yep. Let's go for that rainbow art Lycanroc. Where'd you go? I don't even know how many, like, do I have enough to recover here? 68 and to, okay, I'm basically throwing all my Wonder Glass on this. And before y'all suggest, I'm going top right no matter what. I'll die on that hill. Nobody top bottom left. I know that. I know that for a fact. Nobody top bottom left. Hi from work. How's it going, All Elite? Thank you for tuning in from work. I appreciate that. We were just playing the list that you see down below here, but we are we switched it up a bit, but I don't feel like switching it visually if it's gonna be bad. And then after that, we'll play some Valley, and then that'll probably be this. You're a bottom right? Nah. For a second, that sentence was like funny, and then I grew up. Okay, so we don't have enough to try for the Lacking Rock we actually need for the collection. And fun fact, that would have been my playset of Rainbow Rare Lacking Rocks. Damn. Honestly, if I try to pronounce your name, I'll butcher it 1,000%. But I'll go with Tewari. I think I can pronounce that one. You would have had it. You would have had it. But not me. I go top right every single time. Let's just get these out of the way. Shout out to those people for hitting me with the things, though. Let's do a little bit more Buzzful games. Tell you what, after the next, don't worry, bro. Avi is fine. Okay, you see, Avi, I can pronounce that. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for tuning in and commenting and all that. Lou up for bottom power. Well, to no surprise, we're going against another Silvally. And we're going second, so yeah, let's, I guess, drop our hand. Oh, I stand corrected. Here's a Garchomp. It's a Rampardos deck. That's at the end of the day, that's all it is. Pheromosa could bully this though. Bro, I want to Mars you so bad. You definitely have the rare can. Like, there's no. Let's play correct, which is trying to guarantee the Buzzwole by doing this first. You see, Kartana in this situation could knock out the Gibble if they were playing the wrong one. And I say the wrong one because Oricorio's not in the format. There's no reason to be playing not this one. I don't care how nice the promo version looks and none of that. There's no reason to be playing that one currently. Unless the format shifts and Oricorio's back. With that said, we could force their hand. Actually, we could just hold Kartana for the following turn. Like, threaten Fossil and Gibble, and then if they don't do anything, we go Kartana. Let's do that instead. And yes, we're giving them targets for Garchomp to just, like, hit, swing at. But I don't want to get, like, bullied by Mars right now. And the Cape doesn't change the math on any Pokemon, I believe. Maybe, yeah, maybe Buzzwole. We're going to go first with this one. So that next turn we have the option of either getting rid of the Fossil, which if they don't have a way into Rampardos, they'll probably just ditch the Fossil to begin with. And we could just swap into Kartana to get rid of the Gibble. Or they could do that, I guess. Yeah, that works. Do they have the rare candy as well? No, they don't. When do you think this is the right time to mess with the opponent's cards? Because I never feel good doing it. Like if they have the thing they wanted by me messing with their... Alright, so one way... Sometimes they'll show you. Like if I'm going first... and they haven't had a turn yet, I try not to do it because it gives them, like, basically you do it the turn before they're able to evolve. That's like the mentality. There's certain matches where it feels bad every time. Like against, well, we're always getting rid of this Gibble regardless. Against Darkrai Giratina, it never feels right. I guess you just do it early and hope for the best. Or you hold it for the late game and put them down to a 1 when you're going for game and stuff like that. Like, that's one way to do it. But against these decks, whether it's, hold up, let me make sure I don't run out of time here. We could Mars them. They're kind of playing as if they had Rampardos. So let's get rid of that. We don't need a research. There's nothing like we're like digging for. Pheromosa would be cool. I mean, not Pheromosa. What's the name of the thing? Lucamine would be cool, but not necessary. Okay, yeah. It seems like whatever we shuffled them into does not include Rampardos. I could be wrong though. Yeah, against all these evolution decks, whether it's Charizard, whether it's Garchomp, whether it's Decidueye. Well, I feel like the easiest one to red card is yeah, basically Evo-based decks is why red card and Mars are so popular. Although currently in the current format, I feel like I lose to these things all the time. Like Mars beats me almost every game, but that's nor here nor there. It's not the early game Mars that beats me. It's the late game Mars when these decks. But for early game Mars, you want to do it against these evolution decks. The turn that they could evolve. Also, you don't want to do it like you don't want to turn their one card hand into two. And obviously, you don't do it if they commit their whole hand to the board. But one of the easiest ones is Decidueye. When they have Rowlet, Sprigatito or whatever. All right, hold up. Let's go. Let's focus. Lock back in. Is there any reason again? Am I not playing Erica, dude? I've not seen Erica in like 5 games. At the end of the day, Mars and Red Card are all luck based. Like you could do it and give them exactly what they want, like what they need. But yeah, usually the best like is when you're making them go down in cards. You like 3 for 3 or giving them cards is like never the option. Okay, so for sure the energy goes on Bustle. That's besides like that's regardless. We do hit this for 60. Well, I guess we'll research. No need not to. There's the Erica we needed like a turn ago. Like we needed that at the beginning of the turn. But I guess we could use that information to protect our Kartana. Let's go Cape here. Thrusters. Send out. Honestly, I'd be yapping and then like losing track of the time in the game. This threatens knocking out both of them. If he doesn't get rid of Pheromosa, we just win the game. Okay, Iono. There's Cyrus, another Pheromosa, Guzma. Alright, they can't retreat Cranidos and attack. That's one thing to note. And we... Wait, we still win the game. If they swing, we win. Because we just send out this Pheromosa. They have to punt the Fossil if they're trying not to lose. Luckily, I'm not like big enough to be worried about people like stream sniping me. I don't know how like these people like Judy and all these other players do. They're playing and like you know for a fact people are like jumping onto the stream. Alright, so we win. Not punting the Fossil was pretty greedy from their end too. Hold up, let me finish the attack and I'll read the message right now. And just like that, we get both our points. Do you know anything about them messing with the immersive pull rates after the first set Genetic Apex? If by messing with them you mean we get a bunch of them, I don't know. Like, I've had really good luck with immersives after Genetic Apex, funny enough. I only got Mewtwo. I got a bunch of Mewtwo's, but I only got Mewtwo. I got 0 Charizards and 0 Pikachus. But every set after that, I've gotten more than a playset of each immersive. Except, funny enough, last set. But last set, I didn't pull anything of like any kind. I didn't pull any Rainbow Rares. I didn't pull nothing. I had to craft my second Lily with points. Because like I got every single immersive in Genetic Apex, then only got Giratina. Well, you see that it's just luck at the end of the day. Because I got the exact opposite. I pulled I only pulled Mewtwo. And then after that, every set, like I can show you right now. I've spent more money than anybody should in this game. And I know people spent more than me, right? There's always somebody that's worse, but that's not the point. But to prove, not to prove, it's not like I'm not flexing or nothing. It's just to show y'all. What the hell just happened? That was weird. Yeah, you see, I only pulled here, but then every other immersive I've pulled, and not only did I pull, look at this, Mewtwo, 6 copies. Dialga, 6 copies. 3 of Palkia. Arceus, 7 copies. Giratina, I think is one of, it's 5. Yeah, no, the only ones where I started, it went back to Earth is I only got a playset of each of these. But when I'm talking about these, and you're only seeing 6 copies, because what's the word for, like, punted them away. Also, we're 1-0 with the deck, by the way. With the new version of Bustle. I don't know. I crafted the... It's still so cool. Yeah. The only thing it does, though, is it makes me want to go back to Genetic Apex so I could complete the set of all immersives. But... because I don't see them making them tradable. That's the only issue. And let's just go. We need 12 wins. I'll probably stream for like another hour and then... it feels like a good spot. Stream like 3 hours of ranked daily until we get to... I feel like we're in a spot where actually... although I play a lot of off... like, not just like off stream. I play quite a bit. Has there been a non-fighting deck that we've gone against? When was the last time we went against a non-fighting? We're going second, and we have Celesteela, so it doesn't matter what we put up front. Yeah, they're not making immersives tradable. I can't wait till they make the trainers tradable. I missed out on Iono and Red. Those are the 2 immersives that... not immersives. The 2 full art trainers that I wish I could go back and pull for. But with the amount of sets that they keep dropping, I don't have time or the resources to go back and get them. Immersives and promos don't ever make tradable. They did mention that they might make promos tradable at the end of fall, whatever that means to whoever. Later in the year, basically. It's potential, like they... okay, so people just keep putting the fossils down, despite seeing Pheromosa like literally right there. Granted, that does like scream out like, oh, we have the rare candy already, but have you seen the Celesteela single star card? I have. And I'm gonna show... that's another thing that was very, very frustrating. I'm not gonna put that down. We need space for Buswell. I have like 7 Pheromosa 1-stars. I have 0 Celesteela. I didn't pull her at all. The shiny Greninja being brought in this set means me grinding enough promo Greninjas to full them out means nothing. Right, I feel that. I feel that. I have the opening on my YouTube right now. Like, you could check it out. I opened, I think, 130 packs or something between gold and saved hourglasses. But then with the gold I couldn't spend because you could only spend X amount, I opened a bunch of packs the following day. And no joke. Oh, that was a perfect draw. No joke. Hold up. Let me focus real quick. I was gonna say there's no reason to Erica, but I feel like there is because it forces them to use... what's this guy called? The guy that be attacking. I don't know, the Silvally. There you go. You got 3 from 14 packs? Nah, oh, that's what I was saying. I pulled 3 shiny Aerodactyls. Not EX. Basic, standard Aerodactyl. 3 of them. Each of those could have been Greninja. Avi being a real one? Not for real, yeah. You pulled a second shiny. I pulled my second Celebi as well in those packs that I opened off stream, not on video. All right, they didn't play for Silvally, whether it was that they didn't have it or whatever. Actually, they keep flipping heads on this though. That's kind of neg. They don't have a point yet, so we can't do the Lusami play. We could swap into Kartana and knock them out that way. Or we could threaten this fossil. And we have the Pheromosa in the background to threaten the fossil once again. And that way we could charge up the Bustle. You have free time for like 23 more minutes? That's perfect. I won't be streaming much more after that anyways. You got Shiny Starmie EX, but too bad. Yeah, that's how I feel about all the EXs that they printed in Shiny. Like I have Pidgeot EX, that was never used. Arcanine EX, that hasn't been used since Mythical Island. And like barely used in Mythical Island. Also, this person completely bricks. But they don't miss a heads. They have not missed a coin flip. So you know what? Give and take whatever you want with that. You do with that what you will. We get to swap for free anyways. If we go Pheromosa, we're able to knock out and put pressure elsewhere. If we had Cyrus, we would have been able to get rid of Rampardos, which is our only threat. I think it's worth going Pheromosa, though. Porcelain. I didn't even think about that. It's accurate, though, I guess. No reason to Lusamine, honestly. They're not. This Rampardos is already in lethal range. I guess if we put it to 90. It doesn't really matter how we spread it out, I guess. I don't know, it's a lot of it's a hot topic or not, but I hate shiny mons in TCG. It just feels lazy. I honestly I did not have a problem with shinies in Shiny Revelry because it was like upgraded versions of cards in the set, right? Alright, so wherever we put forward is getting sent to the next dimension. Which I guess is Kartana, right? There's no reason. Or technically not, right? If we go Celesteela. This might be greedy, but... Again, we're... Cyrus here like wins us the game. Not Cyrus. My fear of putting... There's 7 cards down. Their hand was ass this whole game. Sorry, excuse the language or whatever. My fear of putting Buzzwole out is that this Rampardos just explodes to that, right? I guess we could research, right? There's no reason to do anything else. Erica is... There's the Cyrus. Okay, so as long as we survive one turn, right? We're fine. Let's go back to Pheromosa. We're going to get Mars to the next dimension, though. Hopefully it grabbed... Wait, yeah, it's guaranteed Silvally. So that's a dead card in hand. They have a Silvally and 2 blanks. However, we are in a spot where we lose to Cyrus. Our favorite game, do they have X? I guess we actually no, we don't lose to Sabrina because of this. Yeah, we lose to Sabrina when we lose to Cyrus. But other than that, we're fine. You have to assume they already have it because they did so much nothing all game. It's rough. Yeah, it's GG's. They can't. They have to have it eventually. All right, 1-1. I'll be right back. I need to check something. Alright, I'm back. Let me just get rid of that. Would it be right back? Yeah, it was back when I was playing before this I was streaming DBS. Like before I started doing Pocket on YouTube and stuff. Like DBS, like Fusion World, the card game. So a lot of my stuff is like DBS related. Like when you see somebody follows, it's like Vegeta charging up. And I'm just a big fan of like Dragon Ball in general. As you can see, there's Dragon Ball, the manga, the first 16 or something. Then we have the entire Dragon Ball Z. It's all over. It was also meant to like cover me while I'm eating during streaming and stuff. So that's where it started from, but yeah, we might have to update it to some Pokemon related thing. And we're going Man of Culture. Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super card game. It had a card game that came out in 2017, and then they remade it, like not re-released it. They released like an adjacent game with different, like they dumped it down a bit, and it has an online client and everything called Fusion World. The 2017 one is called Masters. I didn't even check what I was going against. But we're going first. We don't have to show that much information. I don't know why I questioned what I was going against. And as far as what my favorite character is, it's 100% Vegeta. We don't have many options here. Just research. We could Mars next turn technically, or hold it for a late game. Yeah. Against this deck, it might help to Mars them late for like just to basically chokehold the Silvally. Like the chances that they see. And this cape feels bad, but it's just basically if they Mars or whatever, I don't want to draw into double cape again. But yeah, chokeholding their hand, dropping it down to 1 or 2 so that they don't have a supporter to either buff them or the exact supporter to beat us. That could come in handy. Although if their hand is going to look like this, yeah, no, we Mars this hand because we don't want to get Rick handied into Rampardos this early, especially with no Buswell in sight. Also, I don't know the last time a null missed. It's all good, bro. It's not mandatory. Just having someone to talk to on stream is like good enough, I feel. We're not playing Pokemon Communication or nothing. There's no need to hold that. Technically, if they have, we don't need an Erica here. We are gonna Mars though. I almost forgot to. Not sure I understand exclusively this recently. Oh, what? I don't know. Hold up. I might have missed something. I was at mid game. And if it's a joke, it went over my head. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, so they're gonna punt the fossil because clearly they don't have it, right? Oof. It grabbed them null though. We're fine. Been subbed since first FaceTime solo battles. Oof, I appreciate it. That's an OG right there. On the other hand, this Silvally is taking us to town. Where's Buzzswole when you need him? Don't feel bad. This is my 3rd stream ever. And my 2nd on YouTube. I streamed at the end of last season because I tried grinding to top 100 on the last 3 hours. It didn't work out. I streamed yesterday for the first time, like for real. I was doing some extra solo battle guides, but I didn't know ranked was coming out, so I stopped my stream right before ranked came out, which is kind of true. Alright, so what options do we have here? Technically, the Leaf Cape doesn't matter right now. Actually, if they have like Giovanni, well, if they have Giovanni, they hit for 110, so that doesn't matter. You know, hidden tech right here. We're gonna get rid of the Lusamine and start building up the Celesteela coin flip. You don't use Twitch much. To be honest, I just recently found the time to start streaming. It's the thing. So I wasn't even streaming on Twitch either. So what do we know about their hand? Nothing, right? Okay, that doesn't really affect us. It's gonna come down to a coin flip regardless, right? Wait, we got Buzzswole. Do I regret using my Lusamine already? 100%. But alright, so we have multiple options here. We could stall. Or we could throw it all, put it all on the line on this Celesteela play. I think we gotta go all on the line. Actually, there's no reason to, right? Let's play correctly. Let's play correctly. Let's. Again, the cape doesn't really matter. Outside of like avoiding to get Marsed. Because the play would have been hard retreating into Celesteela, putting it at 3 energy and flipping a coin. If it's heads, we get rid of the Silvally. And then it comes down to, oh no, there goes my Lusamine. Lusamine, please, return. Oh my goodness. Okay, we should have just played. We should have played for the coin flip. We shouldn't have. We still technically. We're okay. We're okay. We knock out Silvally with just a punch. He's down to 1 card in hand, so it's a good situation to be in. Unfortunately, the Celesteela is only 20 HP, so we're in like massive danger the whole time. Okay, that's probably best case scenario, right? I think. No, we gotta build up Buzzswole, but at least we could play around Sabrina. I guess another option I could have done was Pheromosa, knock out Silvally, threaten Skull Fossil. But yeah, with only... Surely they don't have Cyrus in these 2 cards. They do have Silvally though. But that's okay. We're okay with Silvally. We survived that. How is it not up yet? We marsed them early. And as they've played every card in their hand realistically. All right, this is better than a second Buswell, I think. Well, we were always doing this. It's technically the same difference, but whatever. It comes down to, is their hand, do they have it, right? Is their hand Rampardos and Rare Candy? That's the only way they beat us. That's the only damage they have left. We knocked out all their Servalis. Their nulls are gone. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I didn't see this bottom left null. It's okay. No, wait, it's not okay. There's no okay. You don't want my luck, Avi. You don't want my luck. Bro, there's no way, dude. You jinxed it? Nice. It was bound to happen. And no, we did not thanks that man. We did not give him thanks. He's fine. He'll live. Bro, that feels so bad. Is that what I hate? Is that if I switch to that deck, you'll see garbage. You'll see how bad I could draw. That's making the video. I don't know, bro. Bro, how in the world, bro? It's so neg. And I promise you, if I were to try out the deck, I just explode like instantaneous, like combustion, instantaneous combustion. Let's see the list I have already. Because I did try it out earlier, and I'm telling you, I was having the worst luck. What was that? This list looks pretty standard, if I'm being honest with y'all. Like, the only differences I see is that some people are on Guzma instead. But for the most part, this looks pretty standard. Other people are on Cyrus rather than Sabrina. What does this list have? It has Guzma and Cyrus. It changed. What's it not playing? It's not playing Geo? Nah, I like Geo in this deck. And the mirror goes in. Let's just try this list. I just realized my list is like never never. Can you show a good Rampardos deck I can screenshot? Well, this is the one I'm about to use. Let's see here. How does it look if I don't fix the border? Hold up. Let me see. If I just like stick this there, how does it look too ugly? Because when I take time to like put the deck list, it's because I'm like deleting the. Does that look fine to y'all that are viewers, or does it look too like, oh, I just put a block on my board? Not to mention that's not even the list I'm using, but it was just as an example. I was testing it out. You don't have Still Valley? Then Garchomp is probably my next choice. Let me see if I could... Although my Garchomp list is like outdated in the sense that I haven't updated it with anything new. Not sure if there's anything you would play instead. Actually, wait, I forget that there's definitely a better way of showing this. That's what I was playing last season. I'm trying to think, what would you add differently? Oh yeah, you would cut this. Oricorio's not being played, so I would use the Dragon type Gible that doesn't have weakness. That way you don't play into the Kartanas and stuff. Like Kartana one shots you. Like all these grass decks like take you to town basically. Other than that, this is, I don't know. It worked solidly last season, but alright, let's try some Silvally gameplay here. Hopefully that works out. Honestly, Rampardos wins by itself if you see it. There's also Lucario Rampardos that you could try. It lets you hit everything. Like technically, if you open Riolu, you're already hitting Silvally with super effectiveness. That's something that's worth something, I guess. All right, we're going first. Y'all not ready for this. Let's update the score. Clean slate. Alright, research. We're against Dark Giratina. Yeah, so clearly as you can see, we're missing something important called the fossil. Yep, you see that they used Mars correctly. Like you definitely Mars in that situation. I didn't have anything to do anyways, but this Pokeball's dead. We'll throw it out. The Rocky Helmet sucks, but I think we have to like swing at it, I think. How many heads did our opponents flip when they were using this deck? I swear I'm not usually this salty. At least I don't think I am. But man, that Rampardos loss. That loss to Rampardos where they literally top decked whatever half they were missing. That's a tough one, man. At least we're guaranteed swinging at this guy for 100 next turn. It's 11 a.m. right now. Yeah, no, my time zone is working perfectly with everybody that's not actually like in my time zone. How Luop is in Japan, imagine. For him, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But this will be the time I'll be streaming. As far as what days, I haven't decided exactly because again, I just started the streamings. So I'm like playing it by ear, really. If I'm available, I'll do it. If not, clearly you wouldn't see me. But yeah, trying to stream, convert the streams into sort of like feed itself into the content is the idea. Sabrina, that's a rough Sabrina. Unless we draw Silvally. If we draw Silvally, then we're kind of okay. That is drawing Silvally. But we're not. This isn't really okay. Because it lets us knock out Giratina, but then we just get knocked out by Darkrai, and if we don't see the fossil in time, we just explode. But we don't have much of a choice. We just gotta hope this draw fossil. And I don't know what after that. Yeah, we definitely got sent back by the Sabrina. Had they not Sabrina'd, we would have been able to build up the backline Silvally and been okay. That made no sense. They gave us a chance. So basically your stream is perfect for agents? I guess so, yeah. Time zone wise, yeah. And I guess if you live on the west coast of the States as well. I technically start like at there, for them it would be like 8 o'clock or something. Unfortunately, I couldn't even punish. They played it terrible. They gave us a chance and we weren't able to punish them for it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's GG's. We're definitely going back. Is this the... I don't know. Whatever. I'll stop being petty with the things. So that's an average Rampardos game for your boy. Honestly, I think I'm actually like, yeah, I'm literally 50% oof. We got a follow by from... I can't pronounce that, my boy. Something wood. there's no vowels where there should be vowels. I could barely pronounce the Pokemon I'm playing. But thank you for the follow, for real. I promise I'm better than what my record shows. It's just at the beginning of the format, I try to get creative. I try to try different decks. And then my opponents start top decking Rampardos. And we end up going nowhere. Although in Ultra Ball, you could definitely fail forwards, as I'm doing. But yeah, I can't in good conscience keep using that Silvally deck. Let's go back to the Rampardos list that was 1 and 2. Buzz seems decent to Silramp. Yeah, no, we were doing great, and then they were down to 1 card in hand, right? And a fossil. That's all they had on board. And then they just went Rare Candy Rampardos and yeah. And then I was like, you know what? Let me show y'all what an actual human being playing the deck would draw. And the answer was no fossil. I'm going second. This Celesteela should have been down, but it's okay. And by okay, I mean I wasn't paying attention. Alright, at least they chose not to Mars us. We appreciate that. Darkrai active is great because we get to hit it with super effectiveness. I think we want to guarantee Buzzwole. Although Cortana doesn't guarantee. Well, this does guarantee. Oh, actually, does this guarantee? No. It's a good chance we see Buzzwole here, but it wasn't guaranteed. Isn't that premium? It's slightly different. I can't check the original right now, but it's ever so slightly different. I think the one in the set is a little more rotated. It's facing more the other way. Yeah, it's facing more like this end of the. Actually, I just realized my cursor doesn't show up for y'all. Yeah, it's facing more to the. I guess if you're looking straight at it, to its right, your left. Let's put down Celesteela. Let's put down Buzzwole. Although Cortana hits this quite well, it would still need multiple swings, right? Because we hit it for 60, then 60. It's just not. Let's go. I think we're gonna go Pheromosa. Yeah, let's just do it like this, and we'll hold that last spot for either the double Celesteela play. And wow, I did not notice I was talking for that long. That's on me. Sorry, Theo, for the slow play. You see, this is a situation where we should be good, right? Some guy went 6-2 in a limits tourney with Shiinotic Solgaleo. I think I might try that out a bit. I don't know. I went against that earlier. They bricked though. They didn't see Solgaleo until we were playing Guzzlord though. They didn't see Solgaleo until we were set up already. Or did we lose? I don't remember. I think it was one of those where I thought I was winning the entire time, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm dead. I could be wrong. It's somewhere in the VOD for sure. I played against it. I hadn't noticed it though. Okay, so currently we could hit this down to 60, which in which case then we could definitely put down Cortana. I guess we could put Cortana anyways, as it will threaten lethal there, like a threaten damage, and we keep poking at the. We could Guzma now, just for the sake of lowering our hand size, and it puts. But then it'll feel bad if they use like a different tool later on. It might be too greedy, but I'm a Guzma now just to decrease hand size. I really want to keep the Lusamine. And we don't care for Darkrai's HP because Buzzwole hits it for 140. Do you know if there's any upcoming trading event where I can get some free trade tokens? Honestly, they just been dropping tokens into our inbox for like randomly. I don't even know when they come, like when they do it or like why they do it. So short answer, I don't have the answer for you, unfortunately. Alright, Pheromosa's counting its final days here. PCL is used on the Giratina. Alright, the Cyrus feels decent. Healing Pheromosa's pointless. We could take 2 points here, but do we want to, is the question. This forces them to have Leaf. If we knock out Darkrai, then they're able to Mars us down to 1 card. That's neg. I think we rather have Buzzwole alive. And force them to have Leaf. And let's keep tagging this Giratina in the back. Just hit Great Ball 3. Oof. What deck have you been using? Let me see. I have legit 0. I just traded for the Darkrai EX because I had one of the rainbow bordered and one from the top right one the opponent has. Oh, so you did it to complete the set, I'm assuming? You needed it for the Tapu Koko or Corio? You know, that's a list that I should try. How much we got 20 minutes left? After this game? Nah, I'll leave it for my next stream. I'll start it off with Tapu Koko. So they did have the Leaf. However, the only way we lose from here is if they're like playing Dawn, right? If they go like charge Darkrai, and then Dawn it to the Giratina, in which in that case let's just Cyrus out the Giratina, right? We can't lose otherwise, like, and then we have Pheromosa to close it out in the follow-up. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's put down Pheromosa. Again, this is all to play around. We're playing around Mars, so we need to put all our outs on the board. Like, show them this is how we beat. Do they have? I don't think X matters in this one, honestly. Am I missing something? Oh wait, yeah, I said the Dawn play, but now that we played it like this, the only way they could do 140 damage is they can't, right? Yeah, they would need like red and then like helmet after the fact. I think we're good. Because they charge the Dark Ride, puts us to 120. The most they could hit for is 100. If I'm not mistaken. Like, the most they could do here is run to Giratina to try to stall for a little bit. Yeah, that's why we put down Pheromosa. We had to make sure we had the way to shoot down Darkrai. Yeah, there was no way we lost that one. Alright, GG's. Shout out to Pheromosa holding it down the entire game so that we could Cyrus out the Giratina. There was no X in that equation. The answer did not exist. So, quite frankly, Buzzwole has definitely been our most successful deck. Everything else has either broken even or, in the case of Silvally, where we only played it once, did not work. I should have probably asked this earlier, but how's the audio going? Oh, that's on me, boss. The exact list that I'm using currently is this one. I got 80 seconds. I got this. Let's go. Deck list. That's the current list we're playing with. We're going first against probably Silvally. No need to show everything just yet. Yeah. Honestly, if you want to climb ranks, if you want to climb the Master Ball in 2 seconds, play whatever. If you find a deck that just obliterates this deck, this null deck, that's it. You're in there. You got it. It feels like that's the only card like people are playing. Putting both down seems too aggressive. We could put down Leaf Keep here to lower the hand size without having to commit both Celesteelas and just pass. Yeah, thanks for the call out, Avi. That way I was able to... I just completely... Since I'm staring at the actual game, not the layout, I didn't even notice that it was the wrong deck list. My goodness. And they swing for 40. Oh no. No, wait. I'm doing reverse psychology. If you just complain the whole time, your luck gets better. Alright, Kartana. If we go Kartana, we have the Lusamine. This at least it threatens being able to knock out. If you're referring to the Beastite and the wall's terrible. Beastite has some synergies, but since the most popular deck is the grass one, you more likely than not want to equip Cape rather than the Beastite. And then what other card is there? And then the Lusamine's just insane. Lusamine's a really good card. All right, so somehow we were able to knock out this this low with the Kartana. So shout out to Kartana. I guess we could put down Pheromosa as well. We could technically Erica the Kartana, but I don't feel that's necessary. I'd rather Erica Buzzwole if we have to. I might Erica Buzzwole right. I might Erica the Buzzwole right now, so that we could Lusamine it next turn without having to worry about Cranidos. Let's do that. The supporters are great. This Lusamine is insane. It's a great card. The other two, the wall is unused. Maybe I'd have to like reread it. I'm pretty sure. Like I rated it as mid, and I'm pretty sure it is mid. Because it kind of goes against the other cards, right? It's one of those like if they haven't gotten a point, or if you haven't gotten a point, it does something. Like for that, just play like blue, and at any point in the game, you take like 10 less damage. Okay, so we're glad I used the card when I did, I guess. So the Erica play feels a lot better now. You gotta go. It's all good. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be live soon enough. Like, we have one card in the drop, right? Yeah, let's go. Lusamine here. Keep your work. I'll tune in on another stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Take it easy, man. The first solo battle for this set should be out tomorrow, or I guess for you, since it's 11 a.m. it would be, I don't know, like around midnight. So yeah, technically tomorrow. I just realized that I just played into Sabrina and stuff, and yeah, I played into all of this for no reason. Like what would have been a better line? Pheromosa, so that I'm able to like potentially Cyrus out the card. Yeah, no, I don't know. I got, that was definitely on me. Maybe I'm just burnt from playing for 3 hours. What time is it? Oh, we got 10 more minutes. I'll just play it out with. Take it easy, man. Appreciate you. I'll probably fit in a game or two more with Buzzful, and we'll call it a day. Alright, going first. Horrendous hand. Oof. The true boy. No, full transparency. I'm tired of this null deck. Tomorrow's another day, though. Yep, they're hitting for 40. I guess basically guaranteed. We'll Mars them, swing for 40, and pass turn. If they don't evolve, we should be fine. Put down Buzzful. Not having a spot for Pheromosa feels pretty bad. Legit, 80% of your games are against it. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. The rate of which I'm going against this deck. And it's honestly, it's like a 50-50 whether I beat it or not. It doesn't even feel like I'm doing anything better or worse than my opponent. Like sometimes they have the Rampardo, sometimes they don't, and that's it. Like. Like that's it. There's nothing else to say about that. Just get the knockout here. Now we gotta hope that they don't have Silvally. First, we gotta hope they don't have Silvally and that they don't get heads. And if they do get heads, we gotta hope that we draw Lusamine. Okay, no Lusamine, but we did get... Yeah, no, at this point we just gotta sacrifice bodies. And close it out with Sylvally. If for whatever reason they're playing... Okay, I don't care about the Mars there. Our hand wasn't that crazy. We did it. Maybe I've been too aggressive in the matchup. And the best way to beat it is just like doing absolutely nothing. Building up a bustle and then start one-shotting everything. We are just learning here though. But it's crazy the amount of grind that this game is. Like, we've been playing for 3 hours, basically going 50% the whole time. And I've went up like 30 points in total. We're still like 13 games away. Granted, a good win streak clearly fixes this out. We'll do, we'll do. What is it? Yeah, this will be the last game of the stream. So hopefully we end it on a W. Not the best start, if we're being honest. I guess this start does counter Tapu Lele because we do absolutely nothing with our turn. Wait, what? You could attach Tapu... You could do this? It just doesn't... Obviously doesn't... That's crazy. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know you could attach it just blankly. This is the type of hand where, like, you wish you got Marsed, but they never do. Hopefully they hit another Tapu Lele with their Pokeball and not Giratina. Never mind. Alright, it could be worse. Okay, it is worse. This gives them... actually, if they want to attack with Tapu Lele, by all means, they could go do it. Not the way I wanted to end the stream, but... We have no control over certain things. Yeah, let's pray for an answer here. I don't know what that was. Alright, that was fast enough where I could definitely do one more. Let's do one more. That was a brutal loss. We didn't even play the game. Alright, top 10k both seasons. So Valley, guaranteed. At least we got to go second. Oh no, there's a darkness. Bro, what is this, dude? Alright, this is something different though. We'll take different. Granted, our hand is like the same as last game. Jesus Christ. Okay, protecting their jellyfish. I can respect that. Alright. Research could still put us in a position where we could actually do something. I swear to God, if this is Celesteela, just let me play the game, dude. If there was ever a sign to just call it, like, you know, it's like, it's not your night. Just try again next time. Restart. That's been it. That's definitely been it. Thank you. Thank you for that, Mars. There you go. That's some cards. Those are cards. All right. Let's start, I guess, spreading the damage a bit is what I meant to say. Almost had a stroke there. There's a world where I could just like build up Buzzwole and try to like double Celesteela to get out of this, but I feel like if I start pressuring, then we're just like a Lusamine away from actually doing something. And the double Celesteela lets us play around the poison somewhat, right? Like we're still gonna get hit with the initial 60. Yikes. Definitely put energy here. I think it's worth using Erica just so... I guess technically I could just wait a turn. 3-0 so far, but dodging type no. Honestly, we take those. Realistically, you should have a good matchup against no, right? Tapu Koko like outpaces the damage that they're doing. The only thing you have to be afraid of is like a quick Rampardos. The only punishment here is if they have like some kind of Cyrus play, but the extra 20 damage doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do this because I want to see Lusamine. There you go. There it is. Granted, we would have seen it anyways, right? That's past turn. I could have swung there, but I'd rather force them to use their outs. Okay, there's the Guzzlord. Which is weak to grass, so that's something we could take advantage of. These lists recommend Zora, but it's still Saki. It's still decent, right? Because let's say you have it early game, it makes Dawn like playable and stuff like that. I feel like it's worth it. Let's go Ultra Thruster. Build up this. I'm not in a position I want to be in, if that makes sense. They didn't get the point, so Lusamine doesn't really matter. I could give him Pheromosa and target and then hit Guzzlord to start poking damage at that. Or we could slow it down a bit. We could hit him with Mars for sure. I don't know, maybe I'm playing it too slow, but... Let's go Erica here. Because once we get rid of that jellyfish, we're in the money, I think. Alright, Poison Barb is rough. Interesting that they went for the Celesteela play. Like, they went for Celesteela rather than Pheromosa, but maybe it makes sense. Alright, how many of y'all are feeling like... Yeah, but not opening it as a brick. Who's feeling lucky is the question. If we swing with Buzzwole, we lose to Guzzlord. We got nothing on the discard. Whatever, they've never... You know what? That's fitting. That's fitting. I don't know what I thought. I don't know where I thought that was gonna go. Yeah, you could tell I'm defeated, but it's all good. I'll put it down. We went 3 and 5 with this deck. I don't know what I was expecting. Never lucky? Yeah, no. It would have been cool though because it forces their hand out somewhat. I don't know. I don't know. There's like nothing. I don't even know what I'm like. I think we just run it back. I technically misplayed. The correct play would have been give the energy shift for Hermosa, thruster, and then retreat back into this so there's no poison. But it's I've been streaming for 3 hours and I'm beyond tilted. Yeah, that's my. I'm just gonna. We out of this one. We out of it. I'm a head out. I'm a head out. The SpongeBob meme. We'll do better next time. Overall, we went 3 and 6. Honestly, towards the end, I was playing pretty poorly though. Like on top of the fact that luck wasn't on our side. But yeah, GG. Thanks y'all for watching. Luop, you were there the whole time. Avi's gone, but I still don't know how to pronounce your name, Wood, but thanks for watching as well and for the follow. Go Mike, he followed earlier. Anybody who watched or tuned in at any point, thank you. And I'll be Lacewood. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I saw an X and I was just like, yeah, I don't know how to do. Like, I'm done. I'm out. Try out that Tapu Koko list tomorrow. Yeah, I'll try it out off stream so that I don't go into it blindly on stream. And that way, I have like more of a. But yeah, yeah. Next stream we'll hit Master Ball. I feel pretty confident about that because not only that, tomorrow we have probably the first Ursi day. I will not be participating in that. I don't have, unfortunately, the time to do so. But we'll get a meta report from that, and then we'll get a better feel of where the format is at, and that definitely benefits me more as a player. I tend to do better in an established format. Granted, this format seems pretty established. It's all just Still Valley, but once I figure out how to beat Still Valley, then we got it solid. If we knew how to beat Still Valley, our 50% rate would have easily been like 70-80%, but whatever. Alright, take it easy, y'all. That's it for me tonight, but I'll be back soon. Expert Solo Battle Guide versus Guzzlord should be out tomorrow, or at least within the next 12 hours, so look out for that. Take it easy, and I'm out.